Welcome, everyone, to the 2025 Secret Levels Hall of Fame. I am your host, Player One, Toby, and we've got the other great, beautiful host. We got him in view. We can see this beautiful man. Introduce yourself, Player Two.
I'm Player Two, Goobs!
We are doing it tonight. This is the 2025 Secret Levels Hall of Fame. And
we are here.
This is our 7-year anniversary as a podcast, Goobs.
Unfortunately.
You know, this podcast has almost lasted longer than my marriage.
Sweet. Well, we'll see after tonight if that happens to stand true or not.
Oh no, is there drama? What's happening, Goobs? Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, we should probably bring this up. We have let all of our listeners pick the winners, the inductees of the Hall of Fame, and there might have been a little trolling going on, right, Goobs?
Yeah, because people are not fun. We'll get to that if we have to. I hope we don't.
There's a certain character you don't want to win, and I mean, who do I know? Maybe, but you don't know. You don't know anything.
You have him on your shelf in the background there, you little fucker?
No. What are you seeing?
Yeah, I think I see something back there.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this now. If you're listening to this on the audio podcast version, you need to go watch this on YouTube to see everything that we're talking about, what we're looking at, because you may not see everything. We got some people in chat. Howdy, everyone. I'm going to try to keep up with chat, but we got festivities to go through, and, we should talk about the last 2 years, the previous winners, the inductees of the last 2 years. Would you like to see all of those, Goobs?
I'd love to, Toby.
Here they are. We got Double Dragon 2, TMNT 2, Turtles in Time, Super Metroid, Streets of Rage, and I missed the last one. Phantasy Star 4, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG, Dragon Warrior 4, and I missed the last one again.
Jesus Christ.
Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Mega Man X, Super Mario World, Sonic 2 and 3. I got that one. Wario Woods, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Kirby's Avalanche, Columns, Tetris Attack. And then we got Mutant League Football, NBA Jam, Super Mario Kart, Uniracers, Punch Out, and Tecmo Bowl, whatever that game's called. I couldn't remember. I made that a little too quick. I should have slowed it down. So we've got a bunch of games already in our Hall of Fame. We were just doing NES, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis for the first 2 years, but this year we've expanded it a little bit.
Yeah, we opened it wide up this year, just like Toby's anus.
Jesus.
He might be in there.
Huh?
He might be in there.
Your friend?
Jesus.
Oh. I hope he's not. Can you get out of there? Now, Goobs, there's a lot of fun that we have on this show. Reviewing all
mostly at my expense, yes.
Reviewing these retro games. But there's a lot of lives that are lost every year that we play these games. And
yes, unfortunately that there is.
So
and we like to pay dedication to those here on the Secret Levels podcast, especially here during the Hall of Fame.
Yes. So let's remember all those that we lost in this previous year of the podcast. man.
Oh.
All the lives.
Oh.
Those
It's
are
all gone.
all the lives that we've
No
lost.
restarts.
Those were all the games that we played for the last year. Goobs, I mean, I'm getting real ready to start getting to these introductions.
Kick off the festivities?
So we should get ready. I mean, are you pretty hyped about this?
I'm pretty hyped for some things.
Well, I think we should go ahead and what's happening?
Hello, Toby.
The fuck is this? Fuck this, man.
Goobs. Secret Levels Podcast.
Yeah, what do you want, you piece of shit?
Goobs. Someone's been a bad boy.
I can't get him off the screen.
Yeah.
You didn't want
Toby,
me to be involved this
I'll fucking
year
walk right now, Toby.
in
Come
your
on.
Hall of Fame. You had them lock me up.
Let's go. See what you did?
You had them capture me and lock me up. And
What is going on? Toby, can you get rid of this, please?
I'm trying.
I'm trying to have a good time here.
I'm more powerful than you think.
Yeah? Wait till you fucking see my fist up your ass,
I am
you
a
little orange
force to
little
be
fucker.
reckoned with.
Yeah, bring it on.
And I will not stop until I'm in the Secret Levels Hall of Fame.
Yeah, over my fucking
What could
podcast.
possibly go
career.
wrong?
Oh my god.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, that kind of scared me. I hate this.
What? I don't know. I didn't have any control. Like, I couldn't get the signal back. I don't know. Okay, maybe we can work on that. And
I'm frustrated. If that happens again, man, I'm done.
I'm sorry. The whole problem is that everyone was trolling and wanting Bubsy to win in one of the categories. And
Yeah, they willed us into fucking existence.
did you try to have him locked up so he couldn't be here tonight?
I tried to pay some people off to do some things, yeah.
So now we're suffering the wrath. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's try to get back on track.
Like, Guantanamo Bay didn't do quite well.
Well, let's get back on track, okay?
It's not a laughing matter. This is a
No,
serious
it's not.
issue, Toby. I don't know why you're laughing.
I'm with you, man. The whole thing is just wild, and I'm laughing out of nervousness. Okay, well, let's get back on track. So we're gonna do.
Okay.
We've grouped the first grouping is generations 1 through 3. So anything from like Atari, Magnavox, all the way up to NES, the Sega Master System. All that is considered Gen 1 through 3. Like, your NES is going to be Gen 3. And look, we opened it up wide up, but we got very few votes outside of Gen 3. And that's why we did that. So if any Gen 1 or Gen 2 games sneak by in the future, perfect. But hey, it is what it is. You know, we got mostly Gen 3 in this. But let's kick us off with the puzzle and quiz
Let's get to it.
categories.
Fisher Price, let's go.
All right. For this one, Goobs, we got the game Clax, Adventures of Lolo, and Dr. Mario for the NES. What are your thoughts? What does everyone think?
Oh, Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario's good. You know, I'm not a big Clax fan. Like, I've never...
I'm not a big fan of Clax.
No, but I do love me some Adventures of Lolo.
Of course you do. You like torture me with that fucking shit.
Yeah, look, Lethko said, holy
Probably
crap.
why everyone picked it.
Holy crap, Clax made it into the nomination. Let's see, we got Keaton says, come on, Dr. Mario. Soup says Doc. Mass Keaton should have been Shadowgate. Grim says Lolo.
Hey, what's wrong with the Clax thumb? Did AI make that?
Yeah, it's all like way wonky, huh? And the pinky, like.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Someone needs surgery.
Maybe that's how you have to play the game.
Maybe.
All right. So what did you think, Goobs? Do you think
The doctor, man.
You think Dr. Mario? All right, let's see who our winner is, guys.
Let's see who it is, folks. Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario won the best puzzle and quiz show.
Congratulations to Dr. Mario.
Congratulations, Doc. I don't know if
Make it into the Secret Levels Hall of Fame 2025. Yeah, I don't know if he's an actual doctor. I don't know if I would take anything from him.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got the best sports and racing game. We
Got some goats up there.
Yeah.
We got RBI Baseball, then we got golf for the Super Nintendo, and then pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Some of the original sports games out there.
Yeah. You know, honestly, these three weren't my picks. But if I had to pick one of these, I think I'm gonna go with either RBI Baseball or pro wrestling. Those are the two that I would play.
That's some two solid choices.
Yeah. Let's see. Keaton says, love RBI Baseball. Lethko says, interesting choices here. Pro wrestling is my pick from these three. Yeah. What did you say, Goobs? Which one are you picking?
Oh, I don't know. Pro wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of got to go with wrestling, right? We're wrestle guys, so...
We're wrestle boys.
Wrestlemen. All right, should we go ahead and reveal this one?
Well, yeah, let's show everyone our winner.
All right, the next winner is... Oh my goodness.
RBI Baseball.
Can you believe
that's my
that?
team there. I love that color scheme, the purple and blue.
I can't believe that's the winner. That was a surprise for me. All right.
I quite enjoy that game, so that's great.
So
here's a bunch of games we'll never cover on the Secret Levels podcast.
Hold on. Lethko says, also not sure what's different, but Goob's feed is coming in smooth this year. Sweet. Some trash talk. All right. So
Lethko, you don't get an opinion, okay?
Lethko's the one that started the Bubsy war this year. Okay, so best RPG and strategy, we got The Legend of Zelda, The Adventure of Link, and Dragon Warrior. So, Lethko is saying Dragon Warrior, love the Nintendo Power giveaway. I guess I don't know about that. Maybe I do. I don't know. Lethko says, all I did is make a small recommendation.
So, you're muted now.
Keaton says, oh my god, I choked. All of these have amazing music. But which one do you want, Keaton? Oh, he said Dragon Warrior, didn't you? Did I miss that? So which one? If you have to pick one of these, Goobs.
I'll go for Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I think I'm going for the first Legend of Zelda. I'm very surprised that The Adventure of Link was on here. I thought that was very hated in the Zelda community. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, Keaton's the one that says he wants Zelda too. So, The Adventures of Link. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just need to reveal it, right? All right.
Let's go.
Here is our winner.
Let's whip out our swords. Oh, Dragon Warrior for best RPG strategy. The Hall of Fame for 2025.
Wow. All right. Now this one's fun. This one's a good one. I really liked most of these. You wanna say for the best action and beat 'em up games?
Yeah, for the best action beat 'em up for Gen 1 to 3, we got River City Ransom. We got Double Dragon, the OG, and then speaking of OGs, Kung Fu.
Now, I can't get fully behind Kung Fu because I didn't.
Or as I say to Lethko, Kung Fu.
I can't get behind Kung Fu because I didn't really play that. I don't have nostalgia for it, but I do love me some River City Ransom, and I would be totally okay with playing that for the podcast at some point.
Yeah, we could play that.
Look, it would cover the RPG elements and the beat 'em up. I think we got to play that someday. I think it's a little long though. I never beat it, so. All right, let's see what's happening in chat. Keaton says Dragon Warrior deserves it for sure. Lethko says, oh, hard choice. River City Ransom is great, though, with Double Dragon as a close second. Yeah, I think Double Dragon 2 is already in our Hall of Fame, so you gotta put the OG in there, though, I think. Keaton says Kung Fu is the OG side-scrolling beat-em-up. It deserves to be in there. It's PBR time. Double Dragon for sure. All right, and Global Grunt, Double Dragon.
This is PBR time.
Man, Who do you think in this one?
I personally would go for Double Dragon. That's like one of my favorite games.
Yeah, if I had a vote, I would say Double Dragon. So let's see it. Let's see who is our best action and beat 'em up.
Oh, Whip Mummy's in it, man. Come on.
Don't all the Double Dragon games have whip mommies? You know what?
They got Leather Daddies too.
I think River City Ransom has whip mommies in it too. So, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
Keaton could probably confirm that. There's always whip mommies in beat 'em ups. All right. Let's see who the winner is. Oh my goodness! River
City Ransom. Best action beat 'em up for the Secret Levels Hall of Fame 2025.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I think we need to touch on that one soon. All right. This is the last category for Gen 1 through 3, the best platformer. We've already got some really good ones in our Hall of Fame. So
there's some more good ones right here.
yeah. We got Castlevania, we've got Mega Man 2, and Super Mario Bros. 2. This one's hard.
Yeah, this is a tough one, Toby. I would personally go with Mega Man 2. It's one of my favorite original Mega Man games.
Yeah.
But you can't go wrong with any of these three. Super Mario 2 is just so different at the time from the first one. Like, we all know about it now, like why it's different and everything like that.
Right.
And if you don't, listen to our show and then learn about it.
Go listen to that review. We even reviewed the real Super Mario Bros. 2, the Lost Levels, if you want to call it, on our show too. So, actually, we've reviewed all three of these, haven't we?
Yes, we definitely have.
Yeah. They look. I already know which one I like the best, but I like the diversity of how different these three play. You know. But I think I've obviously got to go with Mega Man 2. Let's see what chat says. Chat, what do you think? Who should be taking home this Hall of Fame ring? Are we giving out rings?
Cock rings.
Lethko says, all great. Mega Man 2 is my obvious pick. And then Keaton says, all classics got to go with Castlevania for the legacy. Ooh, I didn't expect that from Keaton. It's PBR time, Castlevania, love Mario 2, but... And then Grim says Mario 2, no doubt. Then Global Grunt says Mario for sure. Excuse me. All right. Well, let's see. It sounds like it's kind of evenly across
all over the place.
Yeah. I like it. Soups says all worthy of Hall of Fame. You're right, but they're
all going in.
There can only be one this year for this generation, and it is
Mega Man fucking 2 for best platformer.
the Blue Bomber has made it. Incredible.
Congratulations to Mega Man 2.
I mean, I feel like we had to have a Mega Man game.
Yeah, it's one of the best, dude.
That's one of the reasons we bonded was Mega Man, so I'm glad. Mega Man 2, platformer, well deserved. Oh, Grim says boo. Well, Goobs, we kind of sped through that a little bit. We'll slow down a little bit.
Well, that's all good. We're speed runners now.
That's right. All right. We do have some musical guests, Goobs.
I cannot wait to see these this year. I hope you broke the budget, Toby.
Dude, the budget was not a problem. But we do need to pay back the loan sharks really soon. Loan game
That's
sharks.
okay.
Loan game sharks. All right, so our first musical guest is Teriyaki Yoko from the hit game Uma Luma Jammer. Isn't that how you say it?
Yep.
All right.
Something like that.
Here is our first musical guest. Enjoy.
forth and up and down. Somebody come and rescue me before an angel comes to take it round and round. Come on, baby, 'cause I can think of something for me and you to do. If I can have another opportunity, then never come back and pick me up with you. Wanna be the girl that has a lot to give, never caught a man, never sheds a tear. Someone in a man that really understands everything and knows my fears. It might be you, or maybe you. My mind is jumping back and forth and up and down. Somebody come and rescue me before an angel comes to take it round and round.
Tick-tock. It's just
For
a
fuck's
matter
sakes,
of
I'm watching a
time
fucking
before
performance and this
I
fuckhead comes
win,
back.
and everyone will celebrate. And that'll be the end of Secret
Toby.
Levels because
Toby,
Lose
fucking get rid of
will
this shit,
quit the
please. For the
show.
love of fucking God, dude.
What could possibly go
You're ruining the
wrong?
show. I'll show you what can fucking go wrong, you little piece of shit.
I'm
Oh, hey, everyone.
It sounded like he was saying that he's trying to sabotage this year, so you do quit the show. And I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on during the next music break, and
I would appreciate that.
I'm sorry about that, Goobs. I know it's a kind of a sensitive subject, especially since you had him possibly paid to be locked away, so he wouldn't be here tonight. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
Cat taught him obey.
Anyways, yeah, that was a great musical performance. I'm sorry that it got interrupted, everyone. That was going well until that happened. But how
I was
about
vibing.
how about we just go ahead and get into our next generation? We're gonna go Gen 4, which this is gonna be your Super Nintendos. This is gonna be Sega Sega Genesis. Started second guessing myself. TurboGrafx, but unfortunately, the main two are the ones that got the most votes this year. So it's still gonna be between mostly Sega Genesis games and Super Nintendo games. But this is all our listeners' votes. We didn't pick these. These are all listener
Nope.
voted. So you're the only ones to blame if you don't like the choices. All right, Goobs, you ready to kick this one off with sports?
Let's do it, Toby.
Sports and racing. Here we go.
Swing and a miss. For Gen 4 Best Sports Racing, we got NHL 94, we got F-Zero, and Road Rash 2.
Ooh, man.
That's what I'm gonna give Bubsy if I fucking get a hold of him.
Man, you know what? I like Road Rash 2, but if I had to pick a sports game, I would probably play on Sega. I'd probably play NHL 94. I'm not real good at F-Zero. I don't like it. It's too fast. What about you, Goobs?
I'm a big NHL 94 fan, so I'd probably go for that. I do love Road Rash as well. I love all three.
Okay, what does chat think? Let's hear what everyone thinks. We want to know what your vote is. I mean, the votes are already in.
And hell, maybe I can make the Maple Leafs win.
Yeah, you just got to do it yourself, right?
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
All right, let's see. Lethco says F-Zero. From these three, Road Rash 2 is fun as well, though. Fair. Grim says Road Rash 100%. And then Global Grim
Is driving a bike and hitting people with fucking nunchucks really a sport, though?
It's racing. You're still racing.
I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, what has happened here? There we go. Keaton says NHL. Soup says I'm Canadian. I have to vote NHL.
Damn right we do.
It's by law. Lethco
And he
says,
can make the Canucks win, 'cause they won't do that anytime soon anyways.
Lethco says yes. Attacking people on bikes is the best sport. Jesus. All right, let's go ahead and see who is in the Secret Levels Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's a shocker. F-Zero takes the spot.
F-Zero got the spot. Congratulations, F-Zero. Even though it's not a game I particularly love, I'm glad to see it there.
It is a classic.
Now, this one, the Gen 4 Best Puzzle and Quiz Show. Goops, you want to tell us who we got?
We got Yoshi's Cookie on the Super Nintendo. We got Lost Vikings on Sega Genesis. And then Krusty's Super Fun House on Super Nintendo.
Ooh, guys. What do you think in chat on this one? Because this one is a really tough one. I love all three of these games. Goobs, do you think you have a pick for the winner?
I like Lost Vikings myself. The game is fucking awesome.
Good game. We covered all three of these, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
I really liked Lost Vikings when we did it for the show. Krusty's Super Funhouse. It's a Meemaw game. I have a sweet, sweet spot in my heart for that game. It's so fun. So hard, too. And then Yoshi's Cookie. That's a chill game. You want to have a nice time and just chill and relax, you play Yoshi's Cookie. But I think
don't play it high though, because you're gonna get the munchies and it's not a good situation.
Yeah, that's the one where we came up with Mario as Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Yeah. When you start trying to have thoughts of like, oh, what would I do if my tongue could go long like that?
What would you?
If you're stoned, these kind of things will pop into your head.
Let's see. Let's go. Hold on. We got to go back and. Soup said, "Brother, not even a video game could get the Bucks a cup." That's right. Keaton says, "Lost Vikings." Lethco, Lost Vikings is an underrated puzzle game. Early Blizzard era was great. Agreed. Global Grunt says, "Yoshi's Cookie." All right, good picks. Good picks. No one said anything about Krusty Super Funhouse. That's fine. I'm actually surprised that one made it to the final three, to be honest.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and see who our winner is.
Lost Vikings takes it for the best puzzle quiz show.
Damn.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Good game. I think the Sega version is the one that you want to play too, because I think it's 3-player on the Sega. I think you can actually play 3 players. If I'm not
There's a bunch of other games that we'll never play.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? I do have a soft spot in my heart for one of these, for sure. I've tried to play Secret of... do you want to say Mana or Mana?
Mana.
Mana? Okay. So best RPG strategy, Secret of Mana, Earthbound, or Final Fantasy 3. Never played Final Fantasy 3. Now, you're going through some of the Final Fantasies right now, Goobs.
Yes, I'm playing through the first one right now. The remasters, of course, but I'll be getting to 3 soon enough. I am really enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Me and Jenny are playing together with them. Shout out to Jenny Bean.
Hey! I don't got the sound effects set up for her, but I should have. Sorry, Jenny Bean. We love you, though. Yeah, these are 3 heavy hitters. I think I saw someone say that, yeah, Lethco said 3 heavy boys here. Final Fantasy 3 got to be my vote. I think Earthbound is a blast, too. These are like 3 super fan favorites. I mean, I'm going to go with Earthbound because that's the one I've actually played and actually really enjoy a lot of the lore and stuff in it. Keaton says, "I love all these, but only Final Fantasy 3 has hit me emotionally." Fair. Lethco, hey Goobs, 3 is actually 6 in the Pixel remasters. Okay.
Okay.
So you gotta remember that. It's PBR time. Oh man, has to be Earthbound. Yeah, I think so. Grim says Earthbound 100%. Soup says Earthbound is my all-time favorite Super Nintendo RPG game. Damn. It's got that big cool box too that had the manual because it was so
Yeah.
hard.
That big spiky boy.
Yep. All right. Let's see who is taking it. The ring. Who's in the Hall of Fame?
Final Fantasy 3.
The final.
And/or 6.
And/or 6. That is right. Well, congratulations. I don't have anything to say really to add to that because I've never played it.
Well, you could have hit the sound effect.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one's a good one. Oh, this one's really unique, too. So we got Best Action and Beat 'em Up, don't we, Goobs? What games do we got?
Yes, we do. We got Zombies Ate My Neighbors on Super Nintendo, Streets of Rage for Sega Genesis, and Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo.
I really like this combination of 3 games because it's different genres too. So you got like your action overhead game with Zombies Ate My Neighbors. You got Streets of Rage, which is the classic beat 'em up, and then you got a fighting game. Ooh,
Not just a fighting game, you got the GOAT fighting game.
The goat. I don't know.
Like, to me, the most noteworthy one is Street Fighter. When that came to consoles, holy fuck. Like, everyone was talking about that. Everyone was going nuts over it.
Yeah.
The other 2 games are great as well, but my vote's definitely going with Street Fighter 2.
You know,
That's one of my all-time favorite games of, like, ever.
It's a super important game, isn't it?
Well, look how many... Like, sure, the other one has a franchise, and the other one is legendary, but nothing has a legendary franchise like fucking Street Fighter 2.
Yeah. I think
Or no, like the Street Fighter collection, sorry.
Yeah. I think Street Fighter 2 deserves it out of these 3. I really hate picking between these 3. It's like picking my favorite kid, and I love all 3 of these kids. Let's see. Oh, I'm froze. There we go. Damn it. Give me a second. I'm trying to scroll up. You guys are chatting so fast. Soups, for the Final Fantasy, he says, I mean, I get it. Yeah. Keaton says, son of a submariner, FF wins. Oh, yeah, he's talking about the last one. Okay, Lethco says, oh man, difficult. Street Fighter 2 probably has the strongest legacy. That's what we were saying. Soup says Street Fighter 2 was the first game I ever got in trouble staying up all night to play. That's great. And then we got Keaton saying Street Fighter 2 is...
Yeah, looking at those Chun-Li thighs really gets you going.
Oh, here Keaton says Street Fighter 2 is so incomplete they had to re-release it twice. Ooh, he's right. He is right. Keaton says give me...
More than twice, quite a few times.
Yeah. Lethco says that is a very good point. He does change my mind a little bit, but I do think without Street Fighter 2 being so popular, they wouldn't have had to reissue it so many times, you know? So I'm sticking with Street Fighter 2. Is that who?
Obviously, with Neighbors, just have like tons of gameplay, tons of replayability, like tons of levels. It's fun to play with a friend.
55 levels though, or something like that. I think that's what it says right there on the box.
The Streets of Rage is like a good beat 'em up, but it's not the best beat 'em up.
Right. They really hit it out of the park with the next one, but that one does deserve to be on the list. I'm not downplaying that. All right, you want to see?
It's in the conversation too. I'm not going to kick it out of the bedroom.
You're goddamn right. All right, let's see who the winner is. Oh my goodness, can you believe this?
Streets of Rage won.
So I believe that both the first 2 Streets of Rage games are in our Hall of Fame now. Incredible. All right. You gonna do this one?
Holy shit. Gen 4 Best Platformer. You got a Super Mario Land 2, Yoshi's Island, Mega Man X2, and Donkey Kong Country, the first one. All on the Super Nintendo.
Ooh. This is a hard one, too. All 3 games we've covered on the Secret Levels podcast. You can go find
You like
those.
crying babies? If so, got a game for you.
Let's see. Keaton says Zombies Ate My Neighbors is the only game with tentacles. That's true out of those last 3. Lethco said Zombies box has false advertising. Those 55 levels are very deadly. Yeah. Oh boy, the hard Mega Man X2, but only because I'm biased. Okay, so he's picking Mega Man X2, Lethco is. Keaton says, congrats to Streets of Rage, one of the first games with a bad ending you could win. Yeah, that's true. Soup says, man, Super Nintendo used to had it? I'm confused, Soups. Keaton says Mega Man X2 is his pick. It's PBR time. Donkey Kong Country is easily my top 3 games of all time. All 3 of these are just chef kiss. Which one are you going with, Goops?
I'm going to go with something different this time. We already have a Mega Man on there. I'm going to go with Donkey Kong Country.
We do have a Mega Man on there. We do have a...
That art style, too, is very unique. The gameplay is fucking badass. And, like, the music's amazing. The choice of different characters and, like, little animals you can ride. All three are great. Like, any one of these could win and I'll be happy with it, but
Yeah.
I really like Donkey Kong.
We do have I think Super Mario World's already in, so we already got a Super Mario entry for Gen 4 platform for Mario. We do have a Mega Man X. I think I'm with you. I think I like Donkey Kong for this. And I was just playing Donkey Kong Country 3 the other day, and I just love that entire series. The 3 original games, they're awesome. Let's see what's being said in chat. Mr. J. SNES just had it. There we go, Soups. I probably could have figured that out, but I'm dumb.
I should pick Yoshi because there is one on my hat, but...
Yeah. You're not even supporting your boy. You're just letting him fall down into the pit. You just jumped off of him and was like, Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Lethko says, the art in Yoshi's Island honestly is so unique. That is true. Very unique.
It is as well, yeah. And the music's great on all of them. Like, it's just a hard one.
Yeah. Keaton says Yoshi's Island has some unique mechanics for sure. Lethko says
touch fuzzy, get dizzy.
And then Grim says Yoshi's Island. All right. Well, how about we just figure out who our winner is for Gen 4 Best Platformer. This is the last one in this gen. So here we go.
No! Welcome to the club, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
For Best Platformer.
I'm not mad at it. I'm happy to have it there. They were all 3 good choices.
That makes me want to play it just by looking at that right now.
But it's so long. It is like, it is one because it's got a save. You can save in it, so, but it's just one of those that's really long. But I do like playing it. We still need to play the Yoshi's Island on Nintendo 64. Yoshi's Story, that's what it is. That's what we need to play soon for the show. But that wraps up Gen 4. Are you upset with any of those picks for our Hall of
Nope.
Fame? No controversy?
I'm okay with them. No, not yet.
I may have saved that one for last. The one that you might be upset about.
Yeah, because I'm going to smash something and leave.
Hopefully we won't have any more interruptions. But we do have another musical guest.
I can grab a hammer in one of the games. Quite accessible. It's just over there.
No. We're not raging right now. We're perfectly happy, having a good time. Are you ready for our next musical guest?
Let's do it.
All right.
I wonder who this is going to be.
The next musical guest is someone that I bring up quite often. It is none other than Johnny Bazooka Tone.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Hey, we're back.
Well, that was something.
It was something. I saw that someone had lost their virginity in chat to this song. Yeah.
Whoa, just lost my headset.
Uh-oh. Man, that music just blew your headphones off. You were rocking out so hard. You were just
Yep.
like, yeah. All right. Well,
Blowing my sacks everywhere.
I think I've got all our technical issues out of the way that we've been having all night so far, but can't make any promises.
My blood pressure can only take so much.
But we're on to Gen 5. This is great because this is the first time we've had Generation 5 in our Hall of Fame. This
Is it great?
It is great. Are you not excited about PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, Sega CD? Everything that was in that time period is available to be voted on, but unfortunately, our listeners are basic bitches like us, and they only picked PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64 games this year. We'll see next year. Maybe we'll get some more votes in for some other stuff. Goobs, are you ready for the first category, which is going to be sports and racing for Gen 5?
No, it's not going to be platformer?
No, we're going to save that one for last. Got to keep you here as long as I can. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, buddy. I'm kidding. Chill. Relax, my friend. All right. What games do we have here, Goobs?
Oh, we got some good ones here. We got Diddy Kong Racing. We got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the OG. Speaking of OGs, Mario Kart 64.
Wow.
Can't go wrong with any of these.
No, you really can't. But I think one is the one that changed a generation of people. Music.
You can say that about Mario Kart and or Tony Hawk, dude.
No. Tony Hawk changed the world. The Tony Hawk games are revolutionary. I'm also doing all this to kind of troll our pal Keith from Main Quest. But I do think Tony Hawk should win this. Tony Hawk was a big deal for me and a lot of people. So I think Tony Hawk...
That soundtrack made a generation, man.
I think so too. Sorry, Keith.
A lot of people discovered a lot of bands because of that. And, we're big music guys, too, so...
That's right. And you know what? You might even go and say that started because of the Tony Hawk games, for me at least. So
I was cool before that.
I'm a poser.
But then I forgot they changed what cool was.
Yeah.
I think that's the Homer Simpson quote I was going for.
Yeah. What does he say? I can't remember it now. Someone tell us.
But I'm sure Berg will correct me in a second.
Berg's still there. Let's see. Keaton says Toby's gonna get smashed with a hammer. That's right. Keith is gonna kill me for these jokes. Lethco says hard choices. I gotta go with Tony Hawk, but man, Mario Kart had some great multiplayer. That is true. Mass Keaton says Tony Hawk deserves it, but Hawk 2 is when it got good. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Soup says I had
so he likes a good Hawk 2, eh?
Hawk 2.
Yeah, I know that joke is so bad, but I had to say low-hanging fruit.
Soup says I had so much sex with Tony Hawk Pro Skater sitting on in the background. Yes! See? It changed a generation.
Tony Hawk and chill, bro.
Yes. So
I'll give you a fucking stiffy.
Doing everything I can.
Give him a stiffy. Isn't that a move?
Yes, it is actually a move. Ringo says, I'm feeling like I'm a Superman. There we go, singing the rest of the song. Keaton says, Diddy Kong Racing let you unlock a hidden racer by running over them. That's true. Lethco says, Tony Hawk actually brings up some rough times for me, but I can't deny it's a great game. Ooh, rough.
Yeah, so does Bubsy, but we just rubbed that in my face.
He's got a point. Ringo says, I used to be with it, but then...
Sorry about your hard times, Lethco.
Here it is. Look, Ringo says, I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was.
Yeah, there we go.
And then Soup says, I mean, I still do, about having sex. Ringo says, I'm waiting for Toby Hawk's Pro Gamer. That's a game. All right, let's see who this winner is.
Well, Diddy Kong was pretty great, too, where you get the 3 different vehicles.
I know, that I really did like that mechanic in that game.
Plus, they changed it up quite a bit.
The open world? Bro.
Yeah.
That open world was great. All right, let's...
That fucking clock can suck it.
TikTok or Tiki? Talkie? Whatever his name was. All right, let's see who is our winner For Gen 5 Best Sports and Racing, it is.
Oh, he's doing everything he can to be a Superman. It is Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Welcome.
Damn,
Big, huge welcome to the Single Levels Hall of Fame.
damn right, you're getting a ring, I guess. Ooh, you gonna do these?
Yeah, Gen 5 Best Puzzle Quiz Show games. The new Tetris. Okay, come on there. How new can that be?
I've never
We
played
got
that one.
Dr. Mario 64 and then Pokemon Puzzle League.
Well,
Pokemon trying to get all the money back in the day.
yeah.
Still trying to get all the monies.
Now, I've never played New Tetris, so I don't have any experience with that, but out of the other two, I definitely would want to play Pokemon Puzzle League. Out
The
of these.
4-player frenzy, Toby.
You know, you got a point there.
And will the Doctor get 2 dubs into the Hall of Fame?
Ooh, yeah.
That's the real drama here.
That is some real drama. That'd be crazy. That was earlier tonight, wasn't it?
Yep. It'd be the first two-timer, and 2 times in one night if that happens.
Yeah, let's
But I have a feeling the Juggernaut Pokemon Puzzle League will take it down.
That's my pick. But let's see what chat says. Keaton says, Tonky Hawk Retro Olympics shout out. Damn right. Go listen to our Retro Olympics if you like game shows where we talk about video game questions. And there's a bunch of losers and one winner. Ringo says, Toby Hawk's Pro Discord mod. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Keaton says, gotta go with Puzzle League. Lethco, can't comment much on this one. I got limited Nintendo 64 experience. Okay. Grim thinks Dr. Mario. Oh. Damn it, my thing keeps jumping around. There we go. And then Ringo says Dr. Mario isn't a real doctor. Do not let him touch your genitals. Fair. All right. Do you want to see who is our winner?
Let's reveal.
It is
Pokemon Puzzle League. Welcome to the Secret Levels Hall of Fame.
I'm not mad at it.
Nope. I like the backgrounds in this game. We always talk about our backgrounds here on the Secret Levels show.
Yep, it's a lot of fun.
And if you love Pokemon, fucking it's great.
Yeah.
Oh, one game I played. No.
Ooh, the Gen 5 best RPG and strategy game.
Oh, some people are going to be upset with this one, Toby.
Yeah, well, we got Paper Mario, we got Final Fantasy, what is that, 7? And then we got
Yep.
Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Goobs, which one do you want to win?
I've actually played all these games. I was just joking before, but I don't know. I have a soft spot for Paper Mario, man.
I do too.
I really like the battle system in that game. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII, Legendary, Ocarina of Time. Fucking when that game came out, it was absolutely massive.
Yep.
Blowing your little whistle and fucking running around, finding your horse.
Ooh, Keaton made a good point. He said, got a Pokemon game in the Hall of Fame. That's our first Pokemon game. And they were open to be selected for this.
Yep.
And no one picked them. Sorry.
We blame you.
So for me, I'm going to either go Paper Mario or Zelda, but I loved the Paper Mario game when it first came out. So I'm going to go with Paper Mario for my choice. Lethco says, you all know me, Final Fantasy VII by a mile. Okay. Keaton said...
Or was that Final Fantasy 41 or something?
Keaton said, Epona time? I don't know what that means. Ringo says, if Zelda doesn't win, I'm playing the Song of Time to go back in time until it wins. Keaton says, go horsey go.
Isn't there a Keaton in that game as well?
Is that the one?
Or the
Keaton.
next one? Probably Majora's Mask.
I don't remember. I get them mixed up. Buster Sword, Lethco said Buster Sword would destroy the Master Sword. Ooh. Hot take. Soup says, Legend of Zelda. And then Berg says, hey, I submitted Pokemon. Oh, you did? You did submit a Pokemon game. I'm sorry, Berg. We got a first-time chatter. Gesture Miv, I don't know how to say your name. Enjoying the H out of the stream. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
This is our yearly Hall of Fame. If you don't know what we do, we
If
usually
you want to hear more from us, go check out the Single Levels podcast wherever you can find podcasts.
Yeah, we rate and review old retro games.
We get much more raunchier than we do on the stream like this.
Yeah, we're being pretty polite tonight, aren't we? Keaton says Ocarina of Time has a Keaton mask, but the creature doesn't appear until Majora's Mask. That might be a good question for the Retro Olympics. All right, let's see. Oh, Sweet J. That's Sweet J. Jester. The Sweet J.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see who our winner is.
Holy fuck!
Whoa! Paper Mario.
People are gonna be upset. That's a controversial pick here.
It really is.
Paper Mario takes it.
But you know what? I
think beats two of the juggernauts.
I think it beats it.
Again, we didn't have any of the votes for this shit. Our hands are clean on this one.
Yeah, you guys voted, no shenanigans or nothing. I think it's because it's so welcoming to new players to the RPG genre, just like Mario RPG for Super Nintendo. So, but what do we got here, Goobs?
We got the best action beat 'em up games. We got 007 GoldenEye, y'all know it. Best fucking pause music in the fucking scene. Then we got Tekken 2 on the PlayStation, and then Star Fox 64. Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. Man. Tekken 2 and Star Fox 64 are my two, I love those games. But if I had to pick one out of these, I'm going Star Fox 64. I love the branching paths. I love trying to figure out, the different things to go the different paths and have different people on your team and stuff.
Buddy, facility, fucking proximity mines, no odd job. Let's go.
All right, you're going with GoldenEye.
Don't watch my screen. Don't watch my screen, you dirty screen watching bitch.
Let's see. We got.
Come on, man. That game was fucking so good.
Lethco says one of the rare
Four players shoot 'em up fucking action at home, man.
You could do it with Star Fox too. Star Fox had 4 players.
Yeah, but you're flying fucking planes and shit. I want to be Pierce Brosnan.
But you have to make the rule no odd job. You don't have to make a rule.
I just said that before.
You don't have to make a rule in Star Fox.
No hoppy or floppy or what dippy or whatever the fuck.
Peppy? Isn't Peppy one of them?
Yeah, one of them.
Let's see. Lethco says, one of the rare times I'll choose a Nintendo 64 game with Star Fox. Damn. Jester, I've got a few of these titles on my Wii, and I've never played them in my life. Well, get to playing them, Sweet J.
Get on them, man. Come on.
Ringo breaks out of his pitchfork and begins to storm Tim Hortons because of the last pick, I assume. Keaton says GoldenEye for me. Grim says I'd eat your ass in Tekken 2, but you said you'd eat my ass. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we're gonna eat his ass and play Tekken 2.
Let's do it. It's a date.
Doggy style.
Soups. I love Tekken 2 though, so. That's
Tekken 2 is really good.
And getting my ass eaten. Soup says anyone picking Odd Job is getting a pink belly.
Hey, give him a snow job. We live in Canada. There's snow all the time.
You don't. Ringo says you don't have to make a rule because nobody plays Star Fox. Asshole. Keaton says Peppy, Slippy, Falco, and Fox. There's also the Wolf guy, but I don't remember his name unless his name is just Wolf. Also, all reference in Majora's Mask. Very cool. And then Lethco said Tekken 2 was such an advancement over the first one. Yes, it was. Tekken 2 is so much better than the first one. Lots of unlockable characters, too. All right, let's see who our winner is. It is.
Let's go. Got the GOAT GoldenEye coming in for best action beat 'em up. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Pierce Brosnan.
Now, Goobs, this next one is the controversial one. We're at the end.
I better move my cords.
It's best platformers, Banjo-Kazooie, Crash... What's happening?
The fuck?
What? I guess we're still being hacked. I don't know. That was Crash Bandicoot, but now it's Bubsy 3D. And Super Mario 64, I don't know what's... Dude, I don't...
Hey, Goops, Toby, longtime fan here. This is NBA legend, rap legend, kung fu legend, Shaquille O'Neal. And a lot of people don't know this, but I'm also a hacker. And I'm gonna be hacking Bubsy's signal and stopping his reign of chaos. And then I'm gonna go Shaq Fu him. Because I got diesel power. I love you guys. You're the best. You put me on when I was at my lowest, and now I'm famous. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go destroy Bubsy.
Yeah!
Whoa!
Fucking love you, Shaq!
Whoa! I mean, look, we 7 years ago...
Shaq!
7 years ago, we reviewed Shaq Fu for our first game, and I guess we helped out his career. We rekindled it, and man, thank you, Shaq. I don't know what he's gonna do to Bubsy, but it looks like everything's
Hopefully
fixed.
he fucking puts that big fucking massive python he has. He has a huge cock. We love Shaq around here.
Man.
No, just rips him in half.
Not good games, but we love the man. We love the man. Look.
Oh no, I love the games now. Fucking, they're great. Why aren't they in the fucking Hall of Fame?
I know. Well, we'll have to see next year. But look, he did fix it. Crash Bandicoot is back in the running with Banjo-Kazooie and Super Mario 64. So let's just get back
now I can finally enjoy myself.
So which of these do you like?
I can't believe, like, how much money do we spend on that for fucking...
He said he hacked in. He was just watching, I guess, and he...
Oh, I thought we used a cameo or something.
No, that was... I can't
That was real.
That was... Did you see how his mouth moved? It was totally real. It
I was watching his pecs.
It wasn't AI or anything. Which game do you like out of these three?
Oh, any of them. This is great.
It's not Bubsy, right?
This is like, I know how that guy feels now at the Miracle on Christmas or 34th Street or whatever. Where, like, every time a bell rings, every time a Shaq shows up, Bubsy gets his wings.
Yeah.
He killed it.
Yeah, it kills him and he goes to hell with his wings? He gets his horns? I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to go with Mario 64 on this one.
That's a good one.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, at least we got rid of Bubsy out of this. I love...
Yeah, Lethko. Suck it, Lethko. You and your trolling ass. No, next year everyone's gonna fucking put it in. I was gonna lose my mind. Lose it.
Let's see what chat's been going on, because that was wild. I did not expect that. Did you expect that?
No, not at all. I also expected Bubsy to go in it, because I was about to go on a fucking rant. Yeah. I was gonna go grab the game and snap it in half.
Keaton said, "What was that?" Soup says he forgot pro wrestling legend. Oh yeah, you're right. He didn't even mention his
He was a pro wrestling legend.
Keaton said, "Shaq." Keaton says, "Thank you, Shaq." Lethko says, "Fight, Bubsy, fight." Soup says, "Hell yeah, he's a good man." Keaton, Shaq with the save. X go by 666 Shaq. I think I know who that is. Soups says Shaq for the inaugural Saint of the Pod Hall of Fame Award.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe next year. Maybe next year. Sweet J says, "This has me dying." Soup says, "I bet Shaq is secretly he's Sweet J." I don't know. I don't think he is. Maybe he is. Maybe he lied to me. He's not Sweet J. Lethko, my pick is still Bubsy 3D. And then Keaton says, first Arnold Schwarzenegger a few years ago, and now Shaq showing up. All the celebrity stars. Hey, what can we...
Hey, we're famous, man.
What can we say?
We're on 3 top whatever lists.
Yeah. We've been on a couple of top, Screen Rant, right?
Yep, and other ones as well.
Yeah. All right. Who do you think in the chat? What do you think wins? I think I'm... Look, I played Super Mario 64 for the first time when we played it for the show. We are going to be reviewing Banjo-Kazooie soon. So really for me, it's between Crash and Banjo-Kazooie. I played so much both of those games. Banjo? I think I'm going to go with Banjo. I think that's just the better game out of all 3 of them. Even though it's a collectathon. Crash isn't really a collectathon. It's more of just a straightforward 3D platformer. That's a tough one. Let's see. We got Berg saying Super Mario 64. Sweet J says Mario's really cool. I just haven't played the other games.
Oh my god, Sweet J. What are you doing watching this? Go play some fucking games, bro.
XX Go says Bubsy for the win. Bubsy's not here. Keaton says Mario 64 is good, but very flawed in ways that Banjo fixed. Gotta go Banjo. That's a good point. Berg says Crash is crap. Ooh, those are fighting words.
Yes, Berg.
This Soup says this podcast is on the top of the list of podcasts doing a Hall of Fame I am currently watching on Twitch. Oh,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Toby will eat your ass for that
I'll
one.
eat your ass. Keaton says Crash is absolutely a collection of crate smashing. You're right. There is some collecting in the
But
crates.
come on, guys. Banjo came out later. When you first started your fucking 64, if you got it at Christmas and you fucking throw that game in, oh my god, you got 3D Mario?
I know.
Ooh.
All three of these games I feel like deserve a spot at some
You go,
point.
yeah, yippee, yahoo!
So let's see who our winner is. It is.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Banjo-Kazooie wins Best Platformer for 2025. I don't care who the fuck it was, as long as it wasn't that fucking little orange piece of shit.
Yeah, so that's everything.
Goobs is happy.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a phone call on the secret phone.
I don't want that.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we're cutting to footage right now. Is it? Okay, here it is. We have something happening. I think they've captured Bubsy again. Yeah. Oh, here's this is.
What the fuck's going on here?
There's Shaq capturing him.
Oh.
And getting rid of him. Oh man.
Get out of here, you damn cat.
Wow.
He's going to Guantanamo Bay again.
I can't believe that he's captured again. Hopefully he stays captured this time. Holy shit.
Well, until next year, Toby, when this whole shit happens again.
Whew. Man, this has been a wild ride. We should take one last break with a musical guest to wrap this up, and we'll come back and say our byes and everything. But last 2 years, we've had the headliner of headliners, and I thought, well, they need to just keep headlining because they are the best. It's Sonic Underground.
1, 2, 3, and never give up. Never give up the fight. Never give up. Never give up the fight. No matter how tough it gets for us, I know we can make it through. As long as we keep standing tall, working together. Go ahead and throw it your best shot. Try anything you want to. Nothing's gonna make us believe we can make it better. Come on, never. Never give up. Never give up the fight. Never give up. Never give up the fight. We'll never give up the fight. Never give up the fight. We'll never give up the fight.
Yeah.
That was a fucking rad compilation. Let's fucking go.
Those were clips of all the winners from this year's Hall of Fame inductees. Man, this has been a lot of fun. A lot of great games were inducted. I can't wait till next year and induct some more. Hey, we need to open it up and get some more Atari games in there. I don't know.
E.T.
Don't say E.T. If you start saying it, then E.T. will show up instead of Bubsy next year.
Oh god, with his long fucking neck. He's a fucking throat goat.
We hope everyone had a great time. I had fun. Did you have fun, Goobs?
I definitely did now. I was nervous that whole show.
I can't believe we had Shaq. You know? We do have some stuff happening in the comments. Keaton says, I regained my virginity to that song. It was under the couch all along. Grim said the Raisins should have been picked. Oh, he wants the Raisins as a musical guest one year. Soup says, great editing. Thank you. I mean,
Yeah, you did a great job, Toby.
That was live. Keaton says Pitfall should go in. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all got to rally for some of these to get in. Sweet J says, can't wait 365 days for the next one. Keaton says, ET phone goobs. Soup says he'll put one of those dick digits in your rump. Oh,
Okay.
I get it, dick digits. Sweet J says this was so great. Lethco says I did rally for some of these to go in. Yes, you did. You fought for them. And then Keaton says the original hat is back. Oh yeah, we gotta kind of have to talk about the early days of Secret Levels. We talk about it every year. Just that. So Goobs and I wore a wrestling shirt. I know no one's noticed. I wore a wrestling shirt because Goobs and I met through wrestling. Like, I'm sure you've heard the tale if you've listened to any of our anniversary shows. And as we were chatting one time in a wrestling group, I saw Goobs wearing that hat, and we just kind of bonded over.
Old ass hat.
What's that?
Old ass hat.
Old ass, at least 7 years old, at very least, because that's how old this podcast is. And we kept messaging each other and taking over our previous group chat with our video game talk. And then when we started this show, or when I started the show, we were going to have a rotating guest. And then Goobs recorded the first episode, that Shaq Fu episode. Thank God for Shaq Fu. And
thank God for Shaq, indeed.
Yeah. He brought us together. He saved our Hall of Fame tonight. So
WWSD, what would Shaq do? Make that T-shirt, Toby.
Yeah, and I can't believe
we'll sell twos.
so a whole two of them, one and a sticker probably. But yeah, I mean, look, we've been doing the show for 7 years. We have 200 episodes. I didn't tell you this earlier, but right now, Goobs, we are sitting 250 downloads away from 100,000 downloads.
Let's fucking go! Everyone, go back and listen right now.
Go download all the episodes. But yeah, so
if one of you do that, we'll get close.
We'll be there. But yeah, like this little podcast.
100,000's a fucking huge one, man, for two fucking slubs like us.
Too thick.
I don't know what the fuck a slub is, but we are that.
Two thick boys just talking about fucking video games and dicks. That's all we do on our normal shows. So I'm very proud of this show. I'm glad to have you doing this show with me, Goobs. Love you, buddy.
Love you too, buddy.
Let's be a little sappy here. But no. I don't know. Is there anything you want to say? I got too sappy there, I think.
I just want to thank everyone for helping us get to the 7-year anniversary. We'd be nothing without our community. Our Discord group, thank you so fucking much. You guys are the fucking goats.
Yes.
You're the ones who made all this happen. You made the choices. You got the picks into the Hall of Fame. Fucking amazing. I love every single one of you.
Yes.
Besides Lethco.
We do. We have such a great community.
I love you too, buddy. If you want to come join our Discord, you can feel free to do so. It's you'll find it when you go listen to our podcast. It's in the show notes. All that stuff.
Yeah, it's great that we have this little community that's brought together by just the same love of video games, and we all found same common interests in other things, and it's just a fun little group that we have. So we appreciate everyone that supports us on Patreon, that supports us, retweeting stuff, reposting stuff.
And just our listeners who don't come into Discord, we love you too. Like, we're not going to leave you out.
Yeah.
Because I know some people might be a little overwhelming for them, and that's totally fine. If you just want to listen to us and enjoy us that way, we really do appreciate you spending time with us.
Hell yeah.
Letting us come into your house, home, and workplace, or car, or bedode, or what the fuck's a bedode? Commode is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, while you're on the commode.
Yeah, you're in the bathroom listening to us. Why not? Listen to shit while taking a shit, right?
That's right. But abode, Badole.
I thought it was commode. I don't know.
I think you were trying to say abode. I think that's home. I don't
A
know.
Bobo?
Look, again, we're both idiots, and we made it to 9 episodes at this point.
You can listen to it while riding a Bobo. There, how's that?
There you go. All right, let's plug some stuff and let's get out of here. What do you say, Goobs?
Let's do it.
All right. If you don't
Sorry,
know,
my kid was walking by.
if you don't know and you're watching this for the first time, or you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, make sure you check out our podcast, the Secret Levels Podcast. We do retro video game reviews. We go over one game per episode. We go over the history, the story, the gameplay, some fun facts, and then what, Goobs?
We go right to the Rage Mirror, which I'm so happy I didn't have to do tonight because I want it to be a celebration of love around here. But if I was to rage, I would definitely grab Bubsy the cat, lube him up, and then grab what's his name, Gene Wilder? Is that the guy? Or Richard Gere? I grab Richard Gere
Yes.
and stick a fucking flaming toilet paper tube in his ass, and then shove Bubsy up his ass and just right in there.
There you go. But yeah, we usually give a nice
All on fire.
simple 1 to 10 review and let you know if the games are still worth playing while making our silly jokes. You can find us on all the major podcasting platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the normal places. We also have social media, Secret Levels, at Secret Levels Pod on basically everything: Instagram, Twitter. So make sure you're following us, and make sure you're following me on Twitch so you can see the games that I stream for the show. It's twitch.tv/Toby Von Doom, and then you can see all the replays on our YouTube channel, the Secret Levels Podcast YouTube channel. So, Goobs, you and I have our own social medias.
Yeah, you're at Toby Von Doom. I'm at Goobs WN.
Go follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and then we can't forget the first lady of Levels. I couldn't remember the first lady of Bad Secret Media. Jenny Bean has her show. You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, the Nocturnal Mysteries Podcast. Go check it out wherever you find podcasts. She does a lot of fucking research on it. Toby does the editing. And if you want to hear a very well-spoken podcast, unlike our podcast, she does deep dives into the creepy, spooky, and supernatural.
Yeah.
And if you want, like, it's like camping season coming up, so if you want a good campfire story, she's got you covered.
Yes, she does. There's about 40 plus episodes. I can't remember. So
she's building a backlog.
Yep. Go listen. Go check out the Nocturnal Mysteries podcast on all the major podcasting platforms. Also, just like I said earlier, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the good places.
Or badsecretmedia.com. You'll find it from there.
Yes, badsecretmedia.com is the one-stop shop for everything. All the links and stuff. There it is. There's a sticker. So go check it out. But that's it, Goobs. We did it. Another successful Hall of Fame, another successful year.
Yes, I'll have to be on camera for another year.
Well, we'll see about that. I may rope you into something else. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
I got some ideas, actually, now.
Yeah, good. What do we say to wrap up our regular show, Goobs?
Game over, folks!